everyone, it's Andy with the Reverb Tone Report, and today we're checking out the latest offering from Fender's Tone Master series, the Super Reverb, which is a 410 combo, and it gives you all the controls and sounds as well as the feel of a tube amp at just half the weight by using digital modeling technology. And just like we did with the deluxe Reverb Tone Master, we'll be comparing this Super Reverb with an original mid-60s tube amp, and that's all thanks to Bonfires Vintage here in Portland, who has a stunning reverb shop full of all kinds of vintage gear. He lent us his personal mid-60s Super Reverb, which has definitely been played and loved all throughout the decades. And I'll be miking both of these amps with the Royer 121, playing the same riffs, and I'll be dialing them in so they sound the same, not so much the same exact numbers on the knobs, because we are comparing analog and digital after all. The Tone Master Super Reverb has the same aesthetic and controls as the original Black Panel 410 combo. Two channels, normal and vibrato, give you the same exact range of tones and dynamic experience that made this amp so highly regarded. Every aspect is included, such as bright switches and high and low inputs on each channel, complete with foot switchable emulations of this amp's classic spring reverb and smooth vibrato, or tremolo to you and me. The speakers stay true to the classic design by using four 10-inch Jensen P10R, which are alnico and lighter than ceramic speakers, so no need for neodymium on this model. On the back panel, this Tone Master gives you flexible features such as selectable wattages from 0.5 watts to the full 45 watts to match this amp to any environment, or invite tube-like response and breakup when you increase the channel volume. Like the deluxe Reverb Tone Master, you also have the choice to send a balanced XLR signal to your recording gear or PA, and select between two built-in impulse responses. Perhaps the best part, the Tone Master's Class D amplifier, 4 alnico speakers, and lightweight plywood cabinet weigh in at only 36 pounds, which is a piece of cake to lift even with one hand. Fender's Tone Master Super Reverb is available right now on Reverb. Alright, so let's start with a nice fat clean tone with the volume at 4, which on this amplifier, whether it's tube or the modeled version, is actually a nice robust clean tone. It doesn't really want to break up yet. And you might have noticed I'm using this J. Mascis Telecaster, which is modeled after his favorite 58, which has a top loader bridge, and those 58 pickups are nice and clear and clean. So let's get started. Now let's hear both amps overdriving with the volume on 7, and I'm keeping it tight by backing off on the bass, but making up for it by increasing the mid-range. I've also turned off the bright switch, and it's just a nice way of smoothing things out when the amp is really pushing some air. And you've been hearing that spring reverb emulation all along, but let's really crank it up and also engage the vibrato circuit. With both amps surfing, it's really hard to tell the difference. And I'm not one to usually crank a black panel Fender up to 10, but the Tone Master, thanks to its attenuation, can really sort of rein the frequencies in and keep things really tight and refined. So let's crank it up to 10 on the volume, but back off on the output down to 1 watt. Alright, so can you guess which one was the Tone Master and which one was the tube amp? Well, if you guessed the tube amp was the first example, you're correct. That means the Tone Master Super Reverb was the second clip. Now you could also kind of go back and hear those side by side, and the one where you see data in the background here, that's the Tone Master. Now it was pretty close in my opinion, especially those clean sounds, just like the Deluxe Reverb Tone Master. Well, there you go. That's the Tone Master Super Reverb 410 combo. And you can find it as well as this 58 top loader J Mascis Telecaster right here on Reverb. Thanks a lot. It's been a lot of fun. And be sure to let us know what you thought in the comments.